and I started around 26%. This is one of their newer chargers. So I think this is a V3, but at least a V2. So after going to Buccees and getting a couple of things for myself for this trip, I was able to charge. I was probably in there for like 10 minutes. Honestly, I was just kind of browsing, saying hi to a couple of fellow employees I used to work with, which are almost none. Yeah, I already have enough to charge, but I want to get 100%. I'd rather play it safe. Plus, this is my first time charging to 100%, and I just rather get there with a couple extra charge than get there at minimal and then kind of scurry for one, even though I know there's plenty there. But yeah. So what I got Buccees chocolate bar, which I wanted to track out because they did not have that when I worked here. They changed the options of their energy drinks, which I got this Rise Fuel. That's there for you. I love sours, so I definitely saw the sour punch and that told me to try it out. Pretty good actually, especially with the no calories, no artificial colors, but you never know with these stuff. Also got what I think is one of their better sandwiches, the pulled pork or their sliced brisket, especially if you like the fatty part like I do on the briskets. But pulled pork sandwich is actually pretty good. It uses the Carolina barbecue, which is like sweet and smoky, which is what I tend to like from the barbecue sauces. They had something new, which is the peach cobbler. Not bad for price. I'm gonna check that out. That's also new. They didn't have that when I was here. And that's pretty much it. Just a couple snacks. Gonna be going on this road trip. Should be really fun. Alright, and this is what you get with the barbecue pulled pork sandwich from Buccees. Nice size for $7 from a gas station, you know. This isn't, a lot of people think Buccees is like gourmet food or a restaurant quality, but no, it's, you know, I worked all restaurants. I work fast food currently as a manager. So yeah, you know, it's a really good price for something that's very convenient on your way to go. That's the benefit of Buccees. You know, you get in, you get what you need. Lots of great options to choose from for great prices. They do a lot of competitive pricing. So I know when I worked here, they go around all the local gas stations, even Walmarts, and compare prices in order to compete with them. So, not bad. Alright, so here we have the peach cobbler. First time trying this one. Sandwich was pretty good. So let's go ahead and try this out. To be fair, that actually is pretty good. I know in comparison, a lot of people hype up Buccees as a super gourmet food. But where I think they succeed actually is in their dessert department. Either if you're coming for the fudge or the bakery section, I think their bakery is pretty good, especially the paddle tails. I would kind of want to get that too, but I want to try something new. Plus, I'm trying to, you know, I've been good with my sugar intake the last 2 months, so it's hard for me to resist, but the paddle tails are also really good. I highly recommend them. Also, the corn nuggets, or they call it the beaver nuggets. Nice crunch, little subtle sweetness to it. Those would be my recommendations if you go to Buccees. So a lot I personally haven't tried, so there's probably more to do. Now, the sandwich was good, but as a sweet tooth, I think I like the peach cobbler more than I did the sandwich itself. But sometimes I wish they'd give you more of an option to add more sauce. but at the same time, how crazy it is in there on a Sunday, and it's not even like a travel holiday. You know, a lot of reasons why they mass produce the way they do. As a personal experience, is because they have to produce so much to stop and do custom orders is kind of impossible, and or without backing up the actual main production, you know. But I wish they just had like some way to produce sauces on the side that you add, you know, 50 cents, $1, just so I could add more if I would like to, with purchasing without having to purchase a whole bottle of barbecue sauce, because that's the other thing they try to get you for. Hey, if you want more sauce, buy a whole bottle. I don't want to spend $10 on a whole bottle of barbecue sauce just for one sandwich. Maybe more plausible if I see, you know, the family of 5. Might make more sense, but, you know, there should be at least an option to buy a container of sauce. You know, it's either no sauce or the sauce that they give you, which I understand where they're coming from, but there's better ways to execute that. But peach cobbler, I actually do recommend. I've had the hot apple pie. That's good, but for $1 more, I think this is definitely better than the hot apple pie. And I used to make those, which were a pain, and it's just tortilla with apple coating with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. This tastes definitely better, and I typically like apple pies more than I do peach cobblers. But I would definitely take the peach cobbler over the apple pie, by far. Alright, we're about 98% charged. I think here's about good. Plus I want to start getting to Disney Springs, where is my target destination. Still on time / kind of early. So I have a little bit of time to do Disney Springs. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a whole teardown of Orlando, which I love to do. But yeah, that's be for another time. I'll be back in a month, and I will be doing Universal. Probably Disney Springs again. Probably a little bit of I-4 as well, I-4 Drive, and then also hopefully a spring as well. I'm actually really excited for the springs because 2 days in the park in the summer, which is usually a no-go for me. For it's just too hot, too crowded for the parks in the summer. Especially if you're someone that can travel often to the parks. I recommend not going in the summer unless you really want to and you're willing to deal with the heat. But me personally, I take this time to go do the springs or do things that, like at the beach, that cool you down, and not have to fight such massive crowds while also dealing with the hot sun, the heat, the humidity, and even at night it gets hot down here. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this charge and see where we're at. So I got it to 99%. We're gonna go ahead and stop. And over here, stop charging. Not bad for a supercharger. I am also using the subscription that gives you reduced pricing for when you use the superchargers. Just the first month, so I wanted to test it out. And plus I knew I was going to be traveling for the next 2 months, so, you know, why not? So unplugging is pretty easy. Press that button right over there. Release it. And you just put it back. Just let it hang, and that's it. And it closes the door for you. Pretty simple. So if you don't know or you haven't been to a Bucees, Bucees is known for their extreme amount of gas station pumps. And now with a full set of superchargers from Tesla, which I think are at most locations now. But yeah, just huge. And this is the smaller backlot. This is not even showcasing all the pumps they have on the front part of the establishment. So yeah, just if you're here with an ICE car, if you're here with an EV, you have plenty of options in order to get your charge or your gas all the time. You can go inside, grab something quick to eat, anything from desserts to drinks. You have fountain drinks with a large selection. They have coolers with a lot of selections. You can also get your beer, liquor, alcohol. Well, not liquor, but you can get wine, you can get beer. All your party needs are all in one location. It's definitely a one-stop shop. And I mean, just look at the size of that building all the way through. Yeah, definitely bigger than most gas stations, even compared to a Wawa, which Wawas tend to be more convenient in the city. But if you're on a road trip and you pass through a Buccees, I just highly recommend it as a traveler. So much to do with inside. It might be overwhelming when you first step in. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people. But just take your time and enjoy what it is. Search around what you want to try out, and enjoy. This is crazy. Yeah, no. This is crazy. Oh, sorry about that, bro.